2019-2020 season for the WKCTC Stars basketball season. This is the pregame show. My name is Anthony Ridgway. I'm with Coach Mike Chumler. Coach, we're about to get started with this year's basketball season.
Yes, sir.
What can we expect tonight?
Well, we're going to play fast. They're a very good team. You know, like I was telling you before we went on air, they're 3-1. They beat a very good Bethel team last night that was 6-0. We're going to get tested early. We'll play fast like we always have, be a little different press than we've run in the past. But I'm looking forward to it. We're ready to play somebody.
What is the difference between this year's team and last year's team? I know we plan to run a lot,
right,
and press a lot, and score off the break.
Right. But we're a little bigger and we're a little more disciplined. You know, we can do some things this year we haven't been able to do, you know, the last year or so. I look forward to it.
What are going to be the keys to the game for us tonight?
Well, if we can rebound and stop them from scoring. Because we can score, we got to stop them from scoring.
And we have a couple of players injured?
We've got 2 out, but, you know, we'll be okay. We'll be fine.
Now, who do you expect the most from tonight?
Well, Aaron Reed and Jaquan Jones, they're going to have to shoulder a lot of the load. But really, we've got a couple big guys that can, you know, they can do well also. It's going to be spread out pretty evenly, I think.
Yeah, I know we're going to keep this short because we're on a short time limit.
Right.
So I'm going to let you go with that, and we'll come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off right after this. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Welcome to West Kentucky Community and Technical College. I'm Olivia Chell, President of your Student Government Association. I'd like to tell you about some great opportunities here on campus. You can join a number of student organizations including SGA, Phi Theta Kappa, Hispanic Culture Club, and many more. You should also check out events throughout the semester where you can eat, play games, and meet other students. Inside the WKCTC Student Center, you can show off your talents at open mic, enjoy the arts, or even grab lunch before your next class. And don't forget about happening hour on Mondays and Wednesdays at 11. Above all, you have the chance to make lifelong friends and contacts while earning a great education. Please get involved. If you are not already on the Student Life website, check out this link to find out more information. Thank you and have a great semester.
Test.
Welcome to the WKCTC Stars Gymnasium tonight as we are set to kick off the 2019-2020 campaign. Hello, everybody. I'm Anthony Ridgway along with Richard Abraham. And, Abe, it looks like we're just about set to kick off tonight's basketball game to start the 2020 campaign.
Yeah, it looked like they're getting ready to do the national anthem.
Welcome to tonight's home opener between Lindsey Wilson.
Look like they're getting ready to do the national anthem, and we'll get into the do's and don'ts of it.
So what we will do,
in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are having a pink out tonight, and anyone in the audience wearing pink is eligible to receive a free bag of popcorn.
what we're going to do is pause for the national anthem.
Rise and stand at attention.
Look beyond today's reality and imagine tomorrow's future. A better life for you starts at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. Whether you're a first-time college student or looking to pick up where you left off, you can chart your own course to success with our small class sizes, dedicated faculty, and flexible course offerings. At West Kentucky, it's all about you. Learn more at westkentucky.kctcs.edu.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
Welcome back to the WKCTC Gymnasium
Now for tonight's
as we're just
starter
about set to kick off
for
the
Lindsey
2019-2020 campaign.
Number one,
Hey, we're looking
Mason
forward to a
Gentry.
wonderful season tonight. We have a brand new team with a brand new schedule, and we look strong.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity to work with these guys from about the middle of May till just a couple of weeks ago doing conditioning. They came in like all of them, out of shape, but they have really worked hard, dropped some pounds. Coach, that's 45 minutes with me, and then they have a 2.5 hour practice. So this is what we've been practicing for. Been talking about that first game. It's on us, and now we'll see what we got.
We'll have the starting lineups for the WKCTC. First, we have Jaquan Jones, a 5'10 freshman, wearing number 4. He's a guard. We also have another guard, Aaron Reed, a 6'6 freshman. He wears number 35. Lamont Bell, a 6'1 sophomore. He'll wear number 22. He is at a guard. We have another guard, Alex Van Hook, a 6'5 sophomore. He'll wear number 3. And we have the big man in the middle, Anthony Darge, 6'7" freshman. He is the center. He will wear number 21. And now for Lindsey Wilson, the Blue Raiders. Number 1 is a junior from Hardyville, Kentucky. His name is Mason Gentry. He'll wear number 1. Hunter Cundiff is a sophomore, 6'2". He's a sophomore. He'll wear number 2. Trey Cantrell is a junior. He's 6'1". He'll wear number 12. And Mason Wells will wear number 31. He is a junior forward. Byron Bauer is a sophomore. He's the big man in the middle. He'll wear number 55. They are coached by Jared Gamble, and they've already played 3 games. They are 3-1 so far. This is our first game for us. Mike Chumler is our coach, and he is in his 5th year here at WKCTC.
Yeah, well, Coach Chumler likes a wide-open game. And you think he doesn't play much defense, but he will get on the guys if they're not teeing up and protecting the basket. So be interested to see how we do it. Great hustle.
WKCTC controls the tap. The keys to the game is we have our first turnover. The team is going to press throughout the game, says Coach Chumler. The plan is to rotate 12 to 13 players throughout the game. He says they want to wear the other team's point guard down. And he says the fast break is impressive for this team, and they look to score points off their break, which will be relentless. We have our first turnover and our first miss of the night. WKCTC controls on their second possession. Jaquan Jones has it out front. Shot from the corner, no good. Controlled by the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, you got to cross that board, block your guy out, and get second chance points.
That's going to be one of the keys for tonight. They're going to have to get a body on a body. And Lindsey Wilson is looking to go inside. The big man in the paint down low as we get our first call of the night. That's going to be a charge.
On the big fella, number 31.
And that'll be his first foul. That's going to go against Mason Wells, the 6'5 junior from South Fulton, Tennessee. And now Lindsey Wilson is looking to press as WKCTC brings the ball up the floor. And Reed takes it right to the basket.
Yeah, nobody protected the rim, and he took it straight to the house.
WKCTC in that press. And the rebound after the missed shot comes off to the Stars. And we have a foul called on this end of the floor.
What did he say?
To the line, Juan Jones.
Well, it looks like the foul is going to go against number 31. That's going to be Mason Wells. That'll be his first foul.
That'd be his. I think that's his second, if that's on 31.
As Jaquan Jones goes to the free throw line, hits his first free throw. He'll get a second. We're just underway. 3-0 is our score. The Stars on top.
You know, the guys from Lindsey Wilson, their coach, he knows he's 3 games into it. So the guys are battle tested early. Our guys not exactly sure. Practice is not the same as a game.
Right.
So we'll see.
Jones' second free throw is good. And there's a turnover by Lindsey Wilson. Lamont Bell takes a deep three from the left side, and it is good, nothing but net.
He can drain it.
Well, he's one of those guys that can fill it up.
And great hustle.
He's a second-year player here at WKCTC. He's a music education major, also plays drums.
Yeah, from Carruthersville.
Stars in that press. Lindsey Wilson having a little trouble breaking that press, eh?
They work on it hard every day, West Kentucky Tech.
Good spin move inside by Mason Wells. And here comes Bell taking it close.
Right back.
And Lindsey Wilson's going to call an early timeout. Bell already has 5 points in the game.
Lamont is a speed demon, man. You turn his head, he'll make you pay. So that's one of the things I guarantee you the coach of Lindsey Wilson will say, look, who's got that guy? And Lamont yells back, I got him, coach.
With him, nobody stopped the ball. As we see the replay coming, and he is lightning quick as he takes it right to the basket. No one stopped him, and he picked up his 5th point of the game.
And fundamentally, there was no one in position to stop him. You look at the body language when he took the ball to the hole. Everybody's feet together. No one's breaking down. And I guarantee you, Coach Chumler tell his guys, when you see a defensive player in that type of position, take it to the rack.
And that's exactly what he did as they called their first timeout. 9-2 is our score. We're just underway with 17:49 left to go in the first half. And again, the Stars in that press, and it is relentless. Lindsey Wilson almost in the backcourt. Trey Cantrell, the junior from McMinsville, Tennessee, gets his first basket for Lindsey Wilson, and they turn it over. And we have our first substitute coming into the game for the Stars.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. You'll check it out here. It went right off his backside.
And we have a player in the game that's not in our roster. We don't have a number 5. We'll have to find out who that is.
Oh, nice. Nice. That comes from practicing in the gym with your buddies right there.
Reed got the easy layup, and the Stars stay in that press. Jones gets his first rebound of the night.
Ooh.
Missed shot. The Blue Raiders come out of there with it. The Stars run the dribble drive offense. And it looks like they've dropped back into the 2-3 zone.
Nice block.
Darge with his first block. He controls the paint. He is a beast in the paint.
He really is, man. And nice young man. Bam.
This team is full of three-point shooters as Van Hook knocks it down.
Well, these guys love the pace that Coach Chumley demands.
Up and down is what he likes.
Let's love it.
And it looks like Darge is going to pick up his first foul as he went for the block inside. And that will send Mason Gentry to the free throw line. 6'6" freshman from Hardyville, Kentucky, went to Hart County High School. His first free throw is up, and it's good.
You know, a lot of these guys, they come on the junior college circuit, and they're like, well, this isn't really the next step basketball. Oh, but it is.
It is, absolutely.
But it is.
as Gentry makes both free throws. And Lindsey Wilson has fallen back into a 2-3 zone as well, trying to stop that three-point shooting by the Stars. Deep three. No good. Bell with the rebound.
Nice.
And ahead to Jaquan Jones with the basket. Almost doubling up Lindsey Wilson here in the first half. No one blocked off the boards, and Cantrell made them pay. And that cuts the lead to 6. Jim is rather quiet, and we encourage you to come out to the Stars Gym to take in these games. It's going to be a great season I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and you look at Lindsey Wilson, their coach is telling them just calm down. Our guys got out to a hot start. But as the game goes on, it's all about execution.
Cantrell is starting to fill it up from the side as it takes the pass from Ethan Jones. Also checking in the game for Lindsey Wilson is Sam Purdue. Easy pass inside with the basket for Campbell.
Campbell's looked really hard to get himself in basketball shape. Oh, he's on the. That's a call he missed. Old boy stepped on the baseline before the call.
He sure did. And Jaquan Jones picks up the foul, and that'll be his first. But you are exactly right. Ethan Jones stepped out, and the referee didn't see it.
Basket by Ethan Jones.
Jones takes it straight to the basket. No one stopped the ball for the Stars.
Bam. He's hot. He's feeling it tonight, man. Early.
Aaron Reed has 7 points in the game thus far. He has 1 3, and he is feeling it very early.
Yeah, he was a little banged up early this month, ankle-wise, but I think he's hit the ice bucket, and he's feeling a little better.
Joey Craig checks into the game for the Stars as they stay in that full-court press. Long three, no good. Rebound by Joey Craig.
Money. Good hustle.
Halfway down and came back out.
Craig.
Joey Craig, he puts it back up, and he gets his first basket of the game.
Craig's got crazy hops.
He does. He has a 43-inch vertical lead.
Basket by Condon.
And the Blue Raiders answer on the other end. They've gotten out of that zone. It looks like they're trying to match up. They're trying to disguise it.
Yeah, I think 35 for us would have been better off to taking that shot himself.
I think you're right. Jordan Simpson checks into the lineup for Lindsey Wilson. Also returning is Mason Gentry and Trey Cantrell. So both teams getting substitutions in as they recognize the up and down game. And Coach Chumler says he looks to play 12 to 13 players throughout the game.
Great hustle.
Good hustle by Craig.
Yeah, you always you expect that from our guys, and that's what you're going to get. We expect guys to hustle and get loose 50-50 balls.
You know, I came out to the scrimmage that they had earlier in the month, and they absolutely destroyed the team from St. Louis as Mason Gentry gets the dunk on the other end.
Oh.
And we have a foul call.
What's up?
as Lamont Bell is fouled on his way to the rim. Long three by Bell.
Well, if you're going to stand there and look at him, he's going to shoot that rock,
You're
man.
absolutely right. Lindsey Wilson back the other way. Mason Gentry looking inside. Turns it over as he's working against Hunter Campbell. And here come the Stars. And we have another foul called against Lindsey Wilson.
Number 3.
I was going to go against
York.
Devon York. And Jed Mikowski checks into the game for the Stars. One of the twins on the team. He's a 6'3" freshman. He plays guard. First team All-Star from Kentucky Christian School Athletic Association.
I'm going to tell you something. That boy is competitive. He's got a twin brother, and I think
Jacob.
Yeah.
And they are extremely competitive.
I think they were trying to race to see who would be born first. I'm telling you, man.
Certainly one doesn't want the other one to outdo
That's it. Exactly right.
I picked that up early on in the practices. Shot no good by Joey Craig. Rebound brought out of there by the Blue Raiders. Deep three, no good. Rebound by the Stars by Jed Mikowski.
He'll let it go.
Back out top.
He's killing it. Oh, man.
As we go back the other
35.
way. Lindsey Wilson down by 10. Missed shot, rebound pulled out of there by Simpson.
That last 3 was by our guy, number 35.
Aaron Reed. Missed shot, rebound brought out of there by Mikowski.
Nice.
Inside
move. I got to get used to these monitors, man. I'm looking at the floor and I'm looking. I got to decide. Make a choice, Rich.
Actually, I'm utilizing both.
That's because you're the pro, man. You know what you're doing, Rich.
Well, I think we're both professionals in that regard. Deep three by Ethan Jones.
He said, y'all better put me on the roster.
He's definitely making a statement.
He is, isn't he?
And he's playing well on both ends of the floor.
Yeah.
As you see him knock
Nice
away
hand.
that pass. Out of bounds, and the Stars will maintain possession.
Oh, they're making wholesale changes, yeah.
Devin York checks back into the game, along with Dalen Bauer. And Mason Wells checks back into the game, as well as Hunter Cundiff, one of the starters for the Blue Raiders. .13 on the shot clock. Inside penetration. Spin move that time by Trey Wilson. Gets his first basket of the night.
He works really hard, man.
Blue Raiders trying to break that press, and he double dribbled. Dalen Bauer, I think, should have given it up that time.
Yeah.
He tried to dribble between two people, and he turned it over. Had that ball come up off his chest. And another turnover for Lindsey Wilson. Trey Wilson.
Air ball.
Shoots an air ball. And Coach Chumler looks at him and throws up both hands and says, "What are you doing?"
Well, see, if you don't draw a rim, there's no chance for a rebound.
That's true.
So if you're going to miss it, draw some iron.
Gentry.
Block.
Takes it into the lane, and it's going to be a block called against the Stars, and that foul is going to go against Hunter Campbell. That'll be his first.
There you go.
Team 4. Abe, you seem to be the popular guy. Everybody comes through, they're speaking and saying hello to you.
It's the haircut, man.
Is that what it is? Lindsey Wilson controls under their own basket.
Good D, good D.
Knocked away by Trey Wilson. Gets his
Nice.
first steal of the night. And back the other way. Shot up by Bauer, no good. Rebound brought out of there by
Nice.
Reed.
Oh, yo.
Sweet
He's
step
feeling it. He's feeling it.
inside by Aaron Reed as he gets it the other way.
Somebody stop that boy. Timeout. Yeah,
And we're going to get another timeout called by Lindsey Wilson as they are trailing by 15 here in the first half. They don't seem to know what to do with that press, and as they break it and miss the shot, the Stars come back the other way and score.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something. When this young man, when you're feeling it, you got a big
You
rim.
have to feed him, yes.
You got a big rim. I guarantee you, he feels like that rim is this big. I'm telling you, man, you get zoned out like that, you can put anybody on me. Don't matter.
Aaron Reed has 9 points in the game so far, and he is feeling it.
A lot of times, too, that the press is causing some problems.
Right.
And that's first with 9:09 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 turnovers. You got to protect the rock. You can't turn the ball over because when you do that, a team like the pace that we play, we're attacking the rim.
Mm-hmm.
You know, coach he'll never yell at a guy for taking a three. But you better get back and play some defense. He's like, how you last year I think they scored 150 points in one game. It's like they weren't in defense played. Don't play any defense and see how long.
And he's going to take you out.
To see if you're allergic to that pine over there, man.
I want to smell his aftershave.
Yeah, because I don't think they use pine anymore. They got these nice latex chairs.
Yeah, but there's a pine bench behind those chairs.
Oh, you in deep trouble there because they behind the bench. Yeah. If you sitting on the bench in this gym, you in the doghouse, man.
Yeah, and that's a new thing that they have going these days. Nobody really uses the wooden bench anymore.
No.
Even in high school, they use the chairs.
Yeah, we were out here at the end of the warm-up, at the end of conditioning one day, and I sit down there, and I looked at Trey. I said, so this is what the bench feels like. Brother, I never set the bench. I wouldn't know what that was like.
No,
so.
I bet, yeah. I remember you in school, and you didn't sit the bench in either football or basketball.
No, man, but, so that's what that feels like, right?
You ought to be ashamed of
I
yourself.
don't want any part of that. None.
Well, you never had that action. So.
That's right. Great start. If the coach was wondering how his team would respond to all the drills and summer practices and workouts, this is the type of start you want you guys to have.
And it looks like it has paid off early on in this contest.
Early on, we still got 9 minutes, 9 seconds left. Let's see if we can keep this going.
Inbounds it for Lindsey Wilson as he gives off to
50-50 ball. 50-50 ball.
And a steal by Trey Wilson. He goes to the basket. No good. Rebound brought out of there, and we're going to have a jump ball as Mason Gentry is tied up.
With it tied up.
With Joey Craig.
Yeah, that's an attitude to go in there and tie the ball up.
Especially with a guy Joey Craig's size.
Yeah. Well, we're dating ourselves. Who's that? Number 12.
And we have a stoppage in play.
Foul on number 12. Do we have a 12? Yeah.
That's Trey Cantrell.
Yeah.
The Blue Raiders inbound the ball. The Stars in that relentless press. We can't say enough about it. Ethan Jones. looking to work it down low, and he takes it inside with a two-pointer.
He's got an inside-outside thing going, man. He can shoot.
And he's not afraid to shoot it.
No, he's not. I think he's got the green light to shoot. There you go. Big boy. Nice. Got to finish that. You got to hit that shot.
Hunter Campbell on the miss. Rebound pulled out of there by Mason Wells. Looks like Ethan Jones is getting away with a little push-off as he dribbles with one hand and pushes off with the other. And it's going to be a foul called against Hunter Campbell.
Yeah, he's extending that arm.
He is.
And the referees are extending some grace because I got to figure that Coach Chumley is telling the guy, listen, man, he's pushing my boy off.
And he is. Campbell picks up his second foul, 16 foul called against the Stars. Looking inside, and looks like Campbell is going to pick up another foul. That'll be his third.
Yeah, you got to move. Yeah, see, he's reaching. You got to move your feet. You can't reach.
You have to slide your feet.
When you reach, you make it easy for the referees to call that foul.
And it's an easy call for the official.
Yeah, it is.
That'll send Hunter Cundiff to the line, and he'll be shooting two. First free throw is up. I'm sorry, that was a 1-and-1. Rebound pulled out of there for the Stars by Mikowski. His third rebound of the night.
Yeah, and see, over the back. You're going to get called. The referee standing right there. Number 20 for the Stars. He goes up over the back. He didn't really touch the guy, but you're going to get that call.
Every time.
Yeah.
Jed Mikowski picks up his first foul. And now we're in the bonus. So Lindsey Wilson will be shooting two now as Mason Wells, the 6'5 junior, goes to the free throw line from South Fulton, Tennessee. First free throw is up. And it sails out of bounds. Now, I thought they were shooting two.
Apparently not. Well, he was driving to the basket. I don't think he ever got the ball up.
But I thought I saw the official put up two fingers for two shots. The Stars control it on the turnover. Looking down low. Shot up and good.
Yeah, tough. He's a tough kid.
Trey Wilson.
Nice right here. Boom. Adjust the ball, moved it around Jones's arm, and found the bottom.
Kissed it right off the glass as he'll try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. It rims out. Rebound by Mason Wells. 7:24 left to go in the first half. Jones looking to work inside. Shot up by Trey Cantrell. It's going to be a carry.
Caught him bringing it over.
Called against Aaron Reed. That's his first turnover of the night. You know, some of these guys, they think that they're turning the ball over when in essence, if you can see the ball, the lines, that is, they call it a carry, but it's actually a double dribble.
Yeah.
Mason Gentry answers on the other end for the Blue Raiders. If there's a delay in that ball, when you turn it over, that's called, they call it a carry, but it's actually a double dribble.
Yeah.
And a little touch foul called against Mason Gentry.
Yeah, that drives a coach crazy,
It does drive a coach crazy, especially with a simple touch foul like that. Checking back into the lineup for the Stars, Lamont Bell, Joey Craig, Hayden Lee, and Alex Van Hook. Three. By Van Hook. That's his second three of the night. Lindsey Wilson is trying to trim that lead. They're only down by 12 now. They've been down by as many as 15. Back out top to Gentry. Three-pointer, good. Lamont Bell takes the three. No good as it rims in and out.
Yeah, nobody's scratching the board for the Stars.
The Blue Raiders back the other way. Ethan Jones came off the bench for them, but he has played the entire time he's been out there as Hunter Cundiff scores for Lindsey Wilson. Jaquan Jones working out top.
There you go. And one.
Looking inside.
He is tough.
Joey Craig gets the shot. It falls and he's fouled.
He does a lot of work inside in the paint, man. You look at him, and I tell you what, man, with his shirt off, this kid is wiry. He's hard-nosed. He jumps out of the gym, and he's not afraid to take it to the basket.
Seth Fenwick checks into the game for the Blue Raiders. And a three-pointer the old-fashioned way for Craig is good. He has 5 points in the contest.
Oh, he hurt himself.
He turned that ankle.
He rolled it, too.
He sure did, badly.
You think he'd get an injury timeout, stop play, but they're going to let it go.
Three-pointer.
Now, you got to take advantage of it, man. You hate to do it. Look at this boy. You got to finish.
Jones is trying to tough it out. He's still limping badly on that leg. Inside to Mason Gentry. And he picks up the basket. Doesn't look like they're going to sub, and he's asking to come out of the game. As Ethan Jones, he rolled that ankle badly.
He did. Nice.
And they're going to have an injury timeout called as Jaquan Jones scores. He has 6 points. Ethan Jones comes out of the ball game as he turned that ankle badly. Trey Cantrell checks back into the ball game for the Blue Raiders as Jones goes to the bench. Nobody put a body on him.
Nobody put a body on him.
And he gets the putback. They've cut the lead to 8 now. They called a foul, but I'm not so sure about that one, Abe.
Oh, it must have got him with the body.
Well, the replay, he brought that hand down. And once you do that, the officials are going to call that every time.
Yeah, Bill Russell taught us you go straight up and come down.
And he would know.
Yeah, he would block the shot and retain possession.
Yes.
Yeah.
At 6'9".
Yeah. Yeah, I saw an interview once with him and Wilt Chamberlain, and Russell said, like, I knew when I played him, I had to run him.
You better
run him.
Yeah, you had to.
I think he'd fit right in with Coach Chamberlain's offense. Bill Russell would.
I think he would. Hayden Lee at the free throw line. His first free throw is good. First points of the game for Lee. Number 15, Sam Perdue, checks into the ball game for Lindsey Wilson. 6'8" freshman. He's a sophomore. Second free throw by Lee is good. That pushes the lead back to 10.
There you go.
Cundiff turns it over against that press. Bell comes up with the steal. Shot goes up by Hayden Lee, and it's going to sail out of bounds, and Lindsey Wilson will have possession.
Yeah, was it that was close? I don't know. That extra pass. Maybe you put that ball up before you pass it.
Bauer working against that press, gives off to Cundiff as they work it to the corner. I think the fans saw what we saw. He looks like he traveled and got away with it. Lindsey Wilson is looking out, working inside, but they turn it over as Van Hook comes up with the steal.
Money.
Three-pointer by Van Hook. He has 9 points in the game, and all 3 baskets are from three-point range.
He's a shooter.
He has a dead eye. We're going to have a kick ball.
Oh, now he's shaking his head. Don't bring that in here. I love it. I love it.
Ethan Jones checks back into the lineup. He's not limping nearly as badly as he was when he checked out. He rolled that ankle a few minutes ago. On the kick ball, the Blue Raiders will retain possession. And looks like the foul is going to go against Hayden Lee.
A lot of times when you turn that ankle, man, you want to get out, but you don't want to stay out too long.
Because that ankle will swell up.
Yeah, you want to keep it moving. Now, in the morning, he might have a little gangster limp with him.
Probably be having a hard time sleeping tonight as well.
Yeah.
Aaron Reed checks back into the lineup for the Stars. Sam Perdue goes to the free throw line for Lindsey Wilson. His first free throw is up, no good. Rebound brought out of there by Van Hook. Jones setting up the offense.
Money.
Takes a three, no good. Rebound brought out of there by Hunter Cundiff for the Blue Raiders. Into the lane goes Hunter Cundiff. He's going to be fouled on the play, and it looks like it's going to go against Hayden Lee. That'll be his second foul, team 10, and that will send Hunter Cundiff to the line for the Blue Raiders.
Cundiff is pretty athletic, man.
He is.
He got a nice vertical. He threw a brick that time, but not afraid to take the ball to the hole. And as a coach, that's what you like to see. You know, you can't have any fear. You got to attack the rim.
And as you take it inside like that, either you're going to get the shot or you're going to get fouled, and that's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
He hits the second free throw. It's good. .52-40 is our score with 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half. The Stars out front. Jaquan Jones takes a shot, but it's no good. And the officials are going to say the foul before the shot. And it looks like Mason Wells is going to pick up the foul for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, Coach. Coach wanted to, can we get a continuation on that?
This is not the NBA.
That's right.
That'll send Jaquan Jones to the free throw line. 5'10 freshman from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Went to Meridian High School at Cape Central in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Hits the first one. Jones has 7 points into the ball game. Lindsey Wilson sends in Jordan Simpson from the bench, a 5'10 freshman.
So far, Lindsey Wilson makes a push, and our guys, the Stars, are keeping it at about at 10 points.
They answer every time.
Yeah.
Good defense that
Good
time
defense
by Aaron Reed. Lamont Bell with the miss. Follows his shot.
Good hustle.
Tries to save it out of bounds. Jordan Simpson recovers for the Blue Raiders. And he drives to the lane as Hunter Cundiff. And they're going to call the charge. And it was a charge. He left his feet, and he is hurt, Abe.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he is in excruciating pain as we take another look at it.
Oh, yeah, he was set.
He was set.
I think it's his wrist.
Aaron Reed was set.
No, maybe not.
But they called the charge.
Yeah, definitely did.
And Hunter Cundiff is down on the floor. We have an injury timeout on the floor. 1:56 left to go in the half. He's up on his feet, but we could hear him moaning on this end of the floor.
Yeah, it is. It's his wrist,
yes.
lower arm.
He's holding that right wrist.
And when he came down, he tried to brace himself with that. That's a lot of weight, a lot of momentum coming down on that limb.
And he is grimacing as he heads to the bench. And he is in disgust with some pain.
Yeah, and he's somewhat disgusted because he had a nice game going.
He did have.
You don't want to come out. You don't want to come out when you're moving, when you're grooving like that, even if you're injured.
He has 6 points in the game.
I got you. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, no foul. So he's playing smart, but I don't know if that's his. I don't know if that's his shooting hand or not. But
he's receiving.
He's hurting pretty good.
Yeah, he is. He's receiving some medical attention from the Tech Stars trainers. He's shaking his head on the bench. It looks like he might be okay. The Stars will have possession on the charge call as Jaquan Jones brings it up the floor for the Stars. Lindsey Wilson gone to that matchup zone, that man-to-man matchup zone.
Nice.
As they try to disguise it. And we have a foul call.
Number 25.
That'll go against Jordan Simpson. As we see the replay, and it was definitely a foul. And that will send Aaron Reed to the free throw line. He has 12 points in the game, looking for his 13th. Free throw is up, no good. Rebound brought out of there by Sam Fenwick for the Blue Raiders. Looking inside, no good. Van Hook gets the rebound. Shot up, no good. Brought out of there by Lindsey Wilson. Jones looking to work down low. Inside to Simpson. Back out to Jones at the top of the key. He's being picked up by Hayden Lee. The Stars in that man-to-man defense. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Hayden Lee. That's his second of the night. Takes it all the way to the other end of the floor is Aaron Reed. No one stopped the ball, and he takes the layup.
Right, and you got to protect the rim. No rim protected there for Lindsey Wilson.
We're going to have a foul called against the Stars, and that's
number 35.
That is against Aaron Reed. As on the replay, he takes it all the way to the rim, but then he goes to the other end and picks up a foul.
Yeah, Jones has 5 points on the night, 1 rebound.
Ethan Jones at the free throw line for the Blue Raiders, and he knocks down the first free throw. 56-41 is our score with 47 seconds left to go in the first half. The Tech Stars on top. Ethan Jones looking for his second free throw. It's up and it's good. Now with under a minute to go, let's see what the Stars can get going on this end of the floor. Jaquan Jones, deep three, no good. Rebound brought out of there by Jordan Simpson. Looking down low. Looking inside. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Simpson. Has it thrown away. And back the other way for the Stars. Shot up, no good. Rebound brought out of there and going to be fouled as Hayden Lee goes up for the shot, and he is fouled. He happened to be trailing on that play, which enabled him to get the rebound and go up for the second shot.
Yeah, you want to be aggressive, attack the glass, but you got to be smart about it. And you need to hit your free throws. That's something to just watching the guys practice over the summer. Coach yells at them, if you get a free throw, knock it down.
Free throws win games.
They do, absolutely.
Lee's free throw, he missed them both. Rebound by Mason Wells. And we're going to have a kick ball as Alex Van Hook was hustling on the other end. gets a pat on the back from Coach Chumler. 10 seconds left to go in the half. Jones looking to work inside. Spin move. Throws a shot and knocks it down.
I guess that ankle's feeling better.
As the first half comes to an end, the Tech Stars 56, Lindsey Wilson 44. We'll be back with the halftime after this short break.
44 Stars.
At West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we offer online classes that are flexible, affordable, and fit your life. Classes to help you make a better life for yourself and your family.
Half of the classes that I took at WKCTC were online. I took those because they were convenient, because they allowed me to go at my own pace, and they allowed me to work.
Online classes can allow you to start or advance your education while you are still working or taking care of your family.
I would say to people that are motivated and disciplined to definitely take some online classes at WKCTC.
Look beyond today's reality and imagine tomorrow's future. A better life for you starts at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. Whether you're a first-time college student or looking to pick up where you left off, you can chart your own course to success with our small class sizes, dedicated faculty, and flexible course offerings. At West Kentucky, it's all about you. Learn more at westkentucky.kctcs.edu.
Welcome back to the Stars Gymnasium. I'm with Gary McLean, who has the halftime statistics for us. Mr. McLean, take it away, sir.
All right, gladly. For West Kentucky Tech, we had Trey Wilson. He had 4. Alex Van Hook, he had 9. Jaquan Jones had 7. Joey Craig had 7. Jed Wiskowski had had 2. Lamont Bell had 8. Hayden Lee had 2. Aaron Reed was a high man during that half. He had 15. Hunter Campbell, he had 2 for a total of 56 points. We had 11 fouls during that first half and only 1 timeout used. And for Lindsey Wilson, we had Mason Gentry had 11. Hunter Cundiff had 7. Ethan Jones had 9. Trey Campbell was high for them with 12. And Mason Wells, he had 5 for a total of 44. They also had 12 fouls in that half, and they used 2 timeouts. So here we are at halftime, 56-44.
It looks like in that regard, both teams are kind of really matched up. when it comes to the fouls and the turnovers.
Yeah, it really does. They look like they would just go, it's your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn, kind of like that, So, but we had some good 3-point shooting out there.
Yes.
We had a couple 3 boys that was actually hitting good, and so I can keep that up and kind of stop them from hitting. We'll be sitting pretty.
I think you're right. Thank you so much for the halftime statistics, Mr. McLean. We'll be back after this short break, and we'll have an interview with our president, Dr. Anton Reese.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
Welcome back to the halftime show. I'm Anthony Ridgway. We have our president of the school, Dr. Anton Reese. Dr. Reese, what do you think so far?
Well, it's halftime. We're 12 points up on Lindsey Wilson. I would say that's a great start for our season opener.
What are you looking forward to most this year?
Well, Anthony, on a daily basis, I rise with the clear thought of ways in which we could continue to improve the experience for students. And certainly, this time of year, we are wrapping up, if you will, our fall enrollment, which wraps up November 1. And then we switch gears and get ready for the spring. And so in between all of that, as we journey towards Thanksgiving, that is always a key part of the fall semester, where students then get ready for finals. And ultimately, we look forward to December graduation, which is always a peak, right?
Yes.
Time of each semester.
So what are you looking for as a high point for this semester so far?
Well, I think so far we've added about 40 new faculty and staff here at the college. So when you have that large number of talented people, that adds to the overall ingredients, right? We always talk about the mix as to what makes this experience here at WKCTC so special. Starts with really good quality faculty and staff, and then the beauty of it is then when we get just the incredible range of students that we have. So that's important. As it aligns certainly with this activity here with our West Kentucky Stars. Spent quite a bit of time talking to student government, right, that we really want to, really lift up school pride, school identity, because I do believe that connection and correlation with athletics is one way in which we could really, form some great identity and some great spirit here at WKCTC.
I look at the turnout here tonight. What do you think we can do as far as promotion-wise to encourage more people to come out to the games?
Well, I think it is really a combination of certainly using the multimedias, right, the social media promos, which I know we do some of that. Certainly as we expand to maybe getting some more commercial opportunities through radio in particular. And like everything else, our students become the best ambassadors to invite families and stuff to the game. So we got to continue to do that press internally, where we really try to encourage students themselves to come to support out their peers, and certainly faculty and staff who work with them on a daily basis, also getting them to bring their families as well, right? Because I look at athletics really is a true family sort of sport, right?
Yes.
And so I think that those are some of the ways in which we will continue to market and grow the program.
I listened to that voice. It sounds like you ought to be on this side of the mic instead of sitting in the president's office. You have that voice.
Well, I spent a bit of time in radio and television, and that was my first career in broadcasting news. So I guess in some ways it has served me well, but I let the pros let you do what you do on this side, and you let me do the president thing, right? So that's where that matchup is.
You're way too kind. I thank you so much for your time this evening, and hopefully we're going to pull this out in the second half, and good luck the rest of the year, and if there's anything we can do on this side, don't hesitate to let us know.
I appreciate that so much.
Thank you,
All
sir.
Right. Thank you.
That's our president, Dr. Anton Reese. We'll be back after this short break. You are watching basketball from the Stars Gym on the campus of WKCTC. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anton Reese, President of West Kentucky Community and Technical College. I want to welcome our returning students and our new students to this special place that we call West Kentucky Community and Technical College. I want to offer 3 suggestions to you. 1, I want you to get involved inside and outside of the classroom. 2nd, I want you to remain engaged throughout the semester. And 3rd, I want you to have a lot of fun. This is a great and exciting time and a very important decision that you've made to come to college and or remain in college. Getting involved inside the classroom. Take the time during the fall term to know your teachers, know their office location, office hours. There will be tremendous assets for you. Outside of the classroom, we have a variety of clubs and organizations. The more that you get engaged and involved, we believe that also fosters success. And 3rd, we want you to have fun. This is an exciting time for you en route to your careers. We never underestimate you. We stand ready to assist you throughout your journey here at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. I look forward to seeing you soon around campus.
Look beyond today's reality and imagine tomorrow's future. A better life for you starts at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. Whether you're a first-time college student or looking to pick up where you left off, you can chart your own course to success with our small class sizes, dedicated faculty, and flexible course offerings. At West Kentucky, it's all about you. Learn more at westkentucky.kctcs.edu.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back to the West Kentucky Stars Gymnasium. Anthony Ridgway, Richard Abraham with you tonight. Thank you for joining us. Abe, we had a rather stellar first half as 56-44 was our score, and both teams getting up and down the floor. But that press for the Stars is relentless, and we expected that.
That's one of the things Nolan Richardson, the former Arkansas Razorback coach, he would press you from the time you got off the bus. And that's exactly what our guys are doing, forcing you every pass. There's zero room for error on that. Because we talked about this in the conditioning. You want to take up as much space as possible. Tip balls lead to easy layups. Rebounding the ball. Just because you play a fast-paced game doesn't mean you don't play defense. And a lot of people have a hard time bringing that together. But this team, every time Lindsey Wilson would make a run, They bump it back out to 12 or 14 points. Halftime is adjustment time. I'm sure Lindsey Wilson guys told him, listen, we got to break the press, be careful with your passes, you got to rebound. Foul, whoever's in foul trouble moving from the first 5 to 6 minutes of the second half, if we're as hot as we started this game, you can put a team away mentally. And that's what you want to do. So
get into their head.
Yeah, get into their head, man. And, you know, you want to talk a little stuff. You don't want to talk about anybody's mama, nothing like that.
Well, we used to.
But, yeah, but to let a guy know, hey, bro, I'm going to be here all night, and I'm going to be in your face. So just want you to know that.
All night long.
All night long, just like Lionel Richie said.
All night long.
I got you.
Ironically enough, you mentioned Nolan Richardson. He called that the 40 minutes of hell.
That's it. That's it. And it felt like that.
It was.
It felt like that.
A lot of teams didn't know how to adjust to that style of play.
Yeah.
And then Rick Pitino picked up on it when he was at UK. Of course, it wasn't like it was at Arkansas, but he did a rather good job with it.
You got to have athletes in condition to do it.
Absolutely.
If you don't, you get beat deep.
Every time. The Stars come out the second half with Jaquan Jones, Van Hook, Aaron Reed, Lamont Bell, and Anthony Darge. Shot up by the Stars, no good. Brought back the other way. And Wells gets the putback. They come back in the second half with Mason Gentry, Hunter Cundiff, Trey Cantrell, Mason Wells, and Bylan Bauer. Inside basket for Anthony Darge. He has been kind of quiet tonight.
Yeah, he knows what to do when he gets the ball in the paint, though. So I'm pretty sure Coach Chumler want a little bit more effort out of him in the paint.
And he only has one block shot tonight. He has one foul, and that's his first basket of the night, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Of course, he really hadn't had to do much. Hunter Cundiff answers on the other end for Lindsey Wilson.
That's 6 points on the night for him. Nice.
Inside Lamont Bell.
Call him Motor.
He has 10 points so far. Shot up, no good as it goes off the backboard, and the Stars will have it as it goes over the top. Anthony Darge will inbound the ball for the Stars.
One of the things you want to do is as you bring the ball up, you look over the court, make sure everybody's spacing is very important.
Neither team is coming out as aggressive as they were when the game began.
Maybe they're a little wore out.
Well, Lindsey Wilson's gone into a 2-3 zone. And a deep three that time.
He's picking up where he left off.
He is. Aaron Reed, and he gets a steal.
Look at this boy.
He is unconscious. Rebound by Darge.
Energy level. He is bringing the energy. The other guys are feeding off that. You can't not fault his effort.
I don't know what Coach said to him at halftime, but he ought to bottle it and sell it.
That's it.
Turnaround hook, no good. Rebound, Mason Wells for the Blue Raiders. Ethan Jones is playing like that ankle's not bothering him a bit. He rolled it in the first half.
He rolled it well.
And he's operating from that point guard position. Alley-oop down low. They kick it back outside. No good. Rebound sails out of bounds. Saved in bounds by Lindsey Wilson. Cantrell got away with the travel.
He did.
But they get the basket. Lamont Bell almost too fancy.
Caught it with the step.
And we're going to have a turnover. And the Stars will have the ball.
Mason Wells for Lindsey Wilson have seven rebounds. So he's been on the boards for him.
Three-pointer. Devon York.
That's his first points.
Back the other way with no rest in between. Anthony Darge gets his fourth point of the game. And that pushes the lead back up to 12. I mean, the Stars are just relentless in that press.
Yeah, Coach really wanted that ball to be picked off.
Air ball, rebound by Van Hook.
Money.
All day long. Jaquan Jones, you just cannot leave him open.
Yeah, there you go. There's a timeout.
They call it a timeout
Yeah.
already.
These guys they're in a groove, Mr. Ridgway.
How do you answer that? And just like that, they're down 60-53.
Well, but look at that. When you look at that, he's open. I mean, there wasn't a guy within 2 feet of him. So I guarantee you right now, he's telling his guys, look, you cannot give these guys wide open shots. So you factor in the pace. Where are they? They got the bottom of their trunks. They're holding the bottom of their trunks because they're tired. And this is where you want. We talked about it all the time. You run these guys, and when they get tired and you still got a couple of gears, shift those babies.
Aaron Reed knocks down the three-pointer, as you see on the replay. And you can almost hear the coach for Lindsey Wilson saying, you have to get back, you have to get back.
Well, Lindsey Wilson just broke their huddle, and they said 1, 2, 3 defense.
Yeah.
So
and that's the same thing you and I said.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
$16:30 left to go in the contest. Second half just underway. And that press again as it's knocked away by Aaron Reed. Lindsey Wilson will retain possession.
Coaches on him. He wants every single ball.
Every single one of them. And you can hear him yelling on this end of the floor.
Nice.
Mason
Nice
Wells
play.
takes the feed on the inside and gets the basket.
He's got 4 points in the second half. Boom, that boy's on fire.
Aaron Reed.
Reed said, can you call me Steph? Oh.
Reed has 18 points.
And that is an excellent call right there. Jones got called for the charging foul. Our guy got right in his way, played it perfectly. Great call.
And the Stars will have possession. And just like that, the lead is back to 71-55.
There you go.
They're looking now inside to Darge. He's not looking to take the shot, which is surprising to me. Gentry on the rebound for the Blue Raiders. Deep three, no good. Rebound by Van Hook. That's his fourth rebound of the night.
Ooh.
And there's going to be a block called against Lindsey Wilson.
Foul called on the floor.
Number 1.
And you see Bell on the break. Takes it inside with the jump stop. No good. But he's fouled on the play.
That's his set. I got him for 2.
Lamont Bell with 8 points into the game will go to the free throw line. And he'll shoot 1 in a bonus. It didn't look good when it left his hand.
No.
It fell right off
exactly where he was pointing, right?
And that's the way the ball went.
Yeah, the follow-through. You want that follow-through to be straight down the middle. We used to say drop that finger. Bam,
that
right
middle
there.
Finger.
That's it.
And Bell is a pretty good shooter in his own right. He gets to roll on the second one. He's the playmaker on this team.
He is.
The Blue Raiders. Three-pointer by Keon Stone.
Yeah, big boy.
And he is just that. He is big. They have him listed at 5'9", 195. If he's not 210, he's not an ounce.
Love the hoop.
He looks like a running back.
He looks like a nose guard.
Well, you would know that on that side of the ball on defense. I played offense.
Well, here we go.
Block shot by Aaron Reed. And we have a foul call.
Yeah, our guys are all about, look, we're up 72-58. We knock you down. We got 3 guys running over there to help him up. You okay? All right, I'm going to be right back. Next play, though.
I'll be right on you.
That's exactly right.
Keon Stone at the free throw line for the Blue Raiders. And his first free throw is no good.
Yeah, he kind of short sheeted himself on that one. You got to follow through with those free throws. And then we'll forget a high school coach told me, Abe, 2 basketballs can go through that cylinder at the same time.
And that's Bernie Miller.
That's right. And I did that, and I'm thinking, why am I missing shots? Point blank range.
Stone misses the second free throw. Rebound brought out of there by the Stars. Bell with the shot, no good. Brought out of there with the rebound is Devin York.
That's 2 rebounds. He's got 2 boards tonight. Uh-oh.
The big boy can't go in there against Anthony Darge. Darge is 6'7".
I'm thinking
Stone is 5'9".
He was thinking one thing, but the reality of it was yeah.
Hunter Cundiff checks back into the ball game, along with Seth Fenwick for Lindsey Wilson.
Ooh.
Got him off his feet. Good block by Darge. He's coming alive, Abe.
He is. Look at that break. That's what you want.
Jones on the break. Blue Raiders back the other way. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Seth Fenwick, and he gets the putback.
Great position. Strong with the hands, put it right back off the glass. Ooh.
Bell came out of there with the rebound. But
he did. Backside rebound. If you're going to shoot it from the right side of the court, chances are it's going to come out on the left side.
But he did lose it out of bounds.
He lost it out of bounds.
Off his foot. Coach won't say anything about that. It was a hustle play.
It was a hustle play.
Stars still in that press. Jones got away with a little push there. And Stone got away with a travel. Stone with and he has it knocked out of bounds. Jaquan Jones with the quick hands. He looks at the referee and says, me? He was the only one there.
Number 32 is having a rough time. He's having a rough time. You have nights like that, though, Ridge.
You can't go where you don't belong. I mean, you got Darge down in the middle at 6'7", waiting on you to come into the paint, and you're 5'9". You're going to eat it every time.
Yeah, you got to have a little spoiled web in you.
And you got to have some hops in your game.
If you don't have a little spoiled web, you have no business down there.
Sweet shot down low. Hunter Cundiff takes it from the three-point land and drives all the way to the back.
Yeah.
No one stopped the ball.
Yeah, coach is not happy with that.
As he jumps up off the bench and folds his arms.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me? Jaquan Jones inside, and he is fouled. Going to get the three-pointer the old-fashioned way. He is unconscious tonight.
He is, man, and want to be a forest ranger. That's what he
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, my wife's brother was a park ranger down in Homosassa Springs, Florida.
He's from Benton, Illinois.
Yep.
Went to high school at Meridian High and Cape Central in Cape Girardeau. He's majoring in the arts.
Yep.
And wants to be a forest ranger.
So what, you going to get up there and sing to those alligators or whatever?
With a 357 Magnus. Fenwick gets the layup for the Blue Raiders. Bell shoots an air.
Look at that.
Rebound.
That's a classic example of not boxing out.
Jaquan Jones gets the putback. Bell hustles, knocks it out of bounds. He is lightning quick.
Coach is seeing it tonight. And to be quite honest, man, Coach was kind of hard on him this summer.
And he should have been.
Yeah, he missed a couple of workouts, and but I tell you what, man, he came to play tonight.
And it all has paid off. Coach being on his back has really paid off.
Yeah. We don't hope we play well. We expect you to play well.
It, yes. Isaac Young and Brandon Crawford check back into the lineup for Lindsey Wilson. Jones being guarded by Bell. I mean, he is in his jersey. Inside. Oh! I don't know about that one. Anthony Darge on the block. And he's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, and Hunter kind of cut his eyes like, I think you got me, dog.
I'm looking at the replay, and it looks like to me it was a clean block, Abe. That'll send Hunter Cundiff to the free throw line. Darge looks at the official and says, "Are you serious?"
It's just something kind of humbling when a guy just takes a shot and throws it the other way.
Throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, because when you let it go, you just knew it was good.
Joey Craig checks into the lineup, along with Hunter Campbell.
Okay, so
and Trey Wilson. Go ahead, Abe.
Well, I hear the guys yelling at the coach over at Lindsey Wilson. What kind of defense you want? The coach yelled back, "We want rebel." So we'll see what the rebel defense look like here.
And the second free throw by Hunter Cundiff is good. 70-65 is the score.
The rebel is a zone.
And it looks like a 2-3 zone.
Yeah. Yeah, now that's holes in zones.
Jones tried to penetrate that zone and he was fouled.
Yeah, there's some gaps there.
As the Stars look inside, Jones penetrates and he is fouled as Hunter Cundiff sticks the knee out. The Stars have it under their own basket.
Go strong, baby.
Inside to Campbell. And he is going to be called for the push-off, and he did push off.
Yeah, you got to grab that ball and go straight up with it, man.
Trey Cantrell checks back into the ball game for the Blue Raiders as Keon Stone checks out. Gave him a good half for the second half.
Yeah. He gave the guy a rest for a minute.
The Blue Raiders, Cundiff drives to the basket, gonna be fouled.
Got him with the body.
He did. And that's gonna be against Hunter Campbell.
When a guy's moving to the basket like that, you gotta establish where you are and stay there. They're gonna call that foul every time.
Every time. That'll send Hunter Cundiff back to the free throw line, his third attempt of the second half. And his first one is up, and it's good.
6,
so he'll get the bonus.
13 points for him on the night. 4 rebounds, couple of turnovers.
78-66. It looks like one of the bulbs is out on the scoreboard. And the second one is good.
Yeah, and see, you hit a little lull here, and they cut it to 10. And in the first half, whenever that happens, the Stars were able to push it back out to 14 to 16 points.
Jordan Simpson checks back into the lineup for the Blue Raiders. Aaron Reed plays catch up the floor with Trey Wilson. Now the Blue Raiders have gone back into a man-to-man, Abe. Wilson went where he didn't belong, had his shot blocked.
Yeah.
Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Jaquan Jones. Takes it all the way. Oh, and he gets the roll. And they're going to say no basket. Wow.
Wow. You gotta.
He penetrates.
You gotta reward a guy for that.
Abe, I'm looking at the replay, and it looks like that shot should have counted.
Basket interference.
Basket interference.
Basket interference. How?
No basket.
So that means
call a blocking foul.
So that means one of our guys had their hands on the ball around the rim.
I didn't see that. That will send Jaquan Jones to the free throw line.
Boy, he just dropped that in like that.
Like nothing.
That was automatic on the free throw line right there.
He has 16 points.
He's put in a solid night already.
He has.
But in practice, man, he's got a motor. And that's what you look for as a coach, a motor. And you can't put a motor in a kid. You either got that or you don't.
He came to practice Monday, and he was all over his teammates, and he kept yelling, "It's game week, it's game week, let's get going, it's game week." And he put on a show.
Yeah, well, he looks like he's still putting on a show.
He was all over the place. They look for the alley-oop, and it sails out of bounds off the fingers of Sam Purdue. And the Stars will have possession.
Need to score right here, make them pay.
They've gone back into that 2-3 zone now.
That's that Rebel.
That really hasn't served them any purpose.
They might try the Yankee because the Rebel's not working.
Reed gets the three-pointer. And we're going to have a foul called against Lindsey Wilson against Keon Stone as they sub Mason Gentry back into the lineup as Brandon Crawford goes to the bench, and he's not very happy.
We hadn't had much playing action and gets out there.
Well, and we read his lips, and there are some things we cannot repeat.
Oh, look at that.
Nobody blocked that.
Look, nobody's still blocking out. Look at that.
Back up shot, no good. But there's going to be a foul called against Sam Purdue.
I guarantee you, whenever they practice again, someone's going to be running for that. I mean,
absolutely.
How many chances did we get right there?
Got 3, and no one had a body on anybody. That'll send Joey Craig to the free throw line. And his first free throw is good.
Nice follow through.
Yes.
Nice arc on the ball.
8 points in the game for Craig. And his second free throw is up and good.
Here comes that press.
Sam Purdue on the dunk. The 6'8 freshman from Bowling Green.
Yeah, somebody got a little facial on that one.
He sent that one down with authority.
He did.
Long 3, no good.
Oh, yeah, that's.
It's going to sail out of bounds off Mason Gentry.
Yeah, they're not getting any. They're not getting any type of. See right there, everybody's standing around.
Looking, yes.
No one. Everybody's reaching. No one's moving their feet. And coach said, I had about enough of that. I'm getting my guys back in.
Isaac checks into the game along with Trey Cantrell. Balin Bauer checks back into the game with Mason Wells and Seth Fenwick. Inside, Jones again.
Yeah. If Lindsey Wilson want to get back in this game, they're going to have to start blocking people out.
87-69 now. The Stars starting to make it look easy. Inside. And it looks like Isaac Young might have caught an elbow on that play.
Yeah, he was taking it strong to the hole. Looked like he wanted to do a little rim dance with it.
And Hayden Lee said nothing doing. Lee picks up his third foul. That will send Isaac Young to the free throw line.
I think Isaac this is his first opportunity to score from the charity stripe. Ooh.
6'7" freshman. Not a very good looking free throw.
That looked a little stressed. just a little bit.
Second free throw is up.
Yeah, that looked better.
.932 left to go in the contest. 87-70 is our score. Anthony Ridgway and Richard Abraham with you tonight. Glad to have you with us. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Hayden Lee, and he gets the putback.
Yeah, the bench is loving it, man. They're cheering for their teammates.
Keon Jones out of there with the rebound.
Oh.
And throws it away. That's his first turnover.
Yeah, he's very efficient.
Oh, they're going to call a foul.
I tell you what.
And Jones can't believe it.
Coach says, I'll take that. Great job, guys. You trap that ball when it goes right there.
3 yellow jerseys around that ball.
Yeah, he loves that.
It's going to be a player control foul, so the Blue Raiders will have it out of bounds. And Anthony Darge checks back into the ball game for the Tech Stars.
Yeah, I know you guys are watching it at home, but you come out to the gymnasium, man. It's nothing like a home crowd. These kids, they work hard. They're great students in the classroom, outside the classroom. You got to come out here and see it in living color.
First free throw by Balin Bauer is up and good. 5'7" sophomore from Dover, Kentucky. With the St. Patrick's High School. First point of the night. Second free throw, no good. A rebound brought out of there by Anthony Darge.
Oh, nice. Oh.
And
he blocked it. He pinned it on the glass.
So they're going to reset it.
Let's go. Let's goaltending.
Goaltending?
Yeah.
And looks like Aaron Reed had a few words to say.
Oh.
And the official had a few words to say to him.
Yeah, come on. Let's keep it PG, guys.
Joey Craig hustling on the press, knocks it out of bounds.
And he's had a nice game. First half, he scored a little bit more in the first half, but he's a solid kid. He's not going to hurt you.
And he picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the night.
Very aggressive, very coachable.
Rather mild-mannered kid also.
Yeah, he doesn't say much.
No, he doesn't. He lets his play do the talking.
That's it.
Aaron Reed gets his second rebound of the night. And he penetrates too far, and they throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, there was a great hustle. Coach ain't going to beat him up too much on that.
Coach gave him a high five.
There you go.
This team is really hustling. And Lindsey Wilson, Trey Cantrell got away with a travel. Looking to penetrate. Goes
nice block.
Shot blocked by Darge. They get the rebound, and Isaac Young scores for the Blue Raiders on the putback.
That's right. It's his first basket from the floor.
8:10 left to go in the game. 91-73 is our score. Stars on top of the Blue Raiders.
Ooh.
Turnaround jumper by Darge. Have his shot blocked, but they're going to call a foul.
Yeah. You know, a good old head and shoulder, you don't see that much anymore.
No, you don't.
Carmelone used to work that on the paint.
The mailman delivered, didn't
Missed the in-between, man. That mid-range jumper, he'd work it all night.
Isaac Young picks up the foul for the Blue Raiders. That sends Anthony Darge to the free throw line as he misses the first one. And wholesale substitutions for the Blue Raiders. Brandon Crawford checks back in. Keon Stone checks in. Devon York checks back in. And Hunter Cundiff. And the Blue Raiders that are coming out of the game, they are not very happy with their performance tonight.
No, I'm pretty sure they had coming in here, went 3-1 on the season. Bam.
Out of bounds. Save. Back the other way. Rebound.
Whoa.
And looks like we're going to have some aggression.
No, it's all from the backside.
Hunter Cundiff jumped up. But he was met by 6'7" Anthony Darge, and he pushed him back.
His body was, look, he's over there telling guys, watch where his body goes, though. He's parallel to the floor, man. Look, his body was parallel to the floor off of one of the Lindsey Wilson guys' back.
And the referees are speaking to the captain. Looks like Keon Stone, and they're telling him to get his team in order.
And that's who you talk to.
Anthony Darge jumped right in there and said, hold on, little man. I think you have the wrong idea. I'm 6'7".
Yeah, well, when you're up 91-73,
you're going to have a little frustration. Cundiff jumped up, and I don't think he liked the way the rebound came, but it was a jump ball.
Very aggressive.
And they were both going for the ball.
Yeah. And the Stars they set the tone early in this game, and they've maintained it. That's got to be very encouraging for this young club.
They've had their foot on the pedal from the start. First free throw is up for Hunter Cundiff. He gets the first one, and he'll get the bonus.
Got 5 points this half.
Stay with us after the game. We'll have the game-ending statistics and the post-game show with Coach Chumler. As Cundiff's second free throw is good, and after that little episode, Coach takes him out.
And that's probably a smart move.
I think he's right.
He's a little hyped up. They got a little press going.
Jordan Simpson checks into the lineup to replace him. And I think Cundiff might be through for the night.
Oh, nice.
Shot up inside, no good. Rebound brought down, no good.
There you go.
And back up by Darge, and he gets the putback. 6 points into the game for Darge tonight. The Blue Raiders break the press that time with, are you serious? And Devon York just throws it in over his head backwards, and it goes. Darge on the rebound almost got a backwards dunk.
Oh, we're high flying.
Block shot that time by Joey Craig. Shot up no good. A rebound brought down by Joey Craig, and he gets the basket.
Yeah, great hustle, great reward.
Craig with 11 points.
Uh-oh.
Three-pointer by
number 32.
Now he's out there where he belongs, Abe, instead of going inside. Got a deep three and knocked it down.
It's not as crowded out there.
And Coach Chumler's going to call a timeout. And we'll step aside with this timeout called by the Stars. 6:24 left to go in the contest. 95-80 is our score. Back after this break. And we're back as Coach Chumler called a timeout for the Stars.
Just to settle our guys down and get us refocused back.
Stars looking inside. Actually, he got away with the travel before that, but the officials missed it.
So they're putting a little pressure on, and they're going to have to do that. Down 15 with 6:20 left.
And the foul is called, and I was blocked by the official and couldn't see the call.
Guard that three ball because they're going to be launching them. Whoa, whoa.
Three.
Yeah.
Devon York with the three. Knocks it down for the Blue Raiders.
That's his second three of the night. Turnover.
And he has it stolen away. And a foul. Jordan Simpson stole it, went coast to coast, and he is fouled by Aaron Reed. Picks up his second foul of the night. Lindsey Wilson players are starting to get beat up a little tonight.
Yeah, they're taking a beating, but you start to look. I guarantee you that coach and Lindsey Wilson said, look, guys, let's by the 3-minute mark, let's see if we can get this thing around 10 or 9 points.
And make a run at it.
Yeah.
Jordan Simpson at the free throw line misses the first one.
That's not going to help. You got to
make your
this
free
is what you
throws.
want. The clock is stopped,
Score
and you're
points.
at the line. You got to make a team pay in this situation.
Simpson's second free throw is good, 1 out of 2. And Ethan Jones checks back into the game for the Blue Raiders. 5'10" freshman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, just outside Nashville.
Ooh.
Blue Raiders Stars inbounds, has it stolen away. Mason Gentry gets the layup for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah. Got him that time.
And we're going to have a foul call.
Yeah, they didn't call that the first half. He's been doing that all night.
The whole night. And Ethan Jones gets called for the foul, and that will send Trey Wilson to the free throw line.
And again, yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, and the same for us here. The clock stopped. You want to build that lead. Opportunity here, sink these free throws.
And Wilson hits the first one. 5 points into the contest thus far for Trey Wilson.
Nothing but the bottom.
He hits them both. Wilson, a 5'10" freshman guard.
Oh.
Carlisle County owns his own lawn care business.
Check that out. Little entrepreneurship right there.
Has had it since his sophomore year in high school.
I love that.
Yes, me too.
Independence. Son, you need gas money? No, I got it, Bob.
I got it, yes. Can't tell him he can't take his girlfriend out for a pizza.
That's right.
He works for himself.
Well, see, now you understand his work ethic. He'll take it in there.
Yes.
You know, he'll take it in there. You might block it 1-2 times, but I'm coming back.
Keon Stone's free throw, the first one is good.
10-point lead. 3-minute mark. Let's work and see if we can get it under 10.
You said that, didn't
you? Yeah, and that's what you have to do when you're up. When you're down like we've been, like they've been, you start to chunk this, to piece this thing together.
They've been down by as many as 19 points.
Yep.
Second free throw is no good. Rebound brought out of there by Alex Van Hook.
Nice.
Inside to Jed Mikowski. He's the other twin.
Move your feet.
And the shot is up by Stone. Foul is called, and it's going to go against the Blue Raiders' Alex Van Hook. That'll be his second foul of the night.
That was a nice break for the Stars on that last time. Again, if you were the Stars, we want that clock to run.
Stone's first free throw is good, and he'll get the bonus. Little chatter going on under that basket.
Always.
Brandon Crawford.
Always.
Whispering in the ear of Alex Van Hook.
23. Number 23.
Isaac Young.
Number 33, I'm sorry. Pushed him. He's been a little attitudinal tonight. The short time he's been on the hardwood.
Well, you know, Abe, if you were getting pounded on the floor the way they are on both ends of the floor, you might have a little attitude also.
Well, he's still talking. And what we used to do when someone's talking like that, we point at the scoreboard.
Scoreboard, yes. You see the score?
Yeah, bro, we're up 20 on your house. So, I mean,
Van Hook's first free throw is good. He has 10 points in the game, and he gets the bonus. And he gets the bonus. 101-89 with 5:15 left to go in the game.
Boy,
Stars still in that press. Go ahead, Abe.
Yeah. I was just saying, I'm sitting here and I'm taking it all in, and this game really gets you set for basketball season in Kentucky. The high school is coming up, and everybody's anxious to get a good look at that boy from Marshall County. I asked Coach Overstreet over at Tillman about it. He said, "Abe, he's the best I ever seen."
That's saying a lot.
Because he's seen a lot of players.
Especially coming from Greg Overstreet.
Yeah. So everybody around here get a chance. Everybody that plays Marshall, Graves, Tillman, St. Mary's. Nice. This
Good
boy.
shot that time by Aaron Reed.
Now, he might be the chicken dinner winner tonight, man.
Deep three that time. Devin York answers for the Blue Raiders.
All of his shots, all his points have been threes. That's 9 for him. Look at this boy.
Star shot up, no good. Rebound brought out of there by the Blue Raiders.
Jones.
Deep three, knocks it down. And they have it down to 8-8.
There you go.
Stars are looking a little desperate now.
That's a bad shot.
On the trail, and they get the layup. Mason Gentry, and Coach Chumler has seen enough.
He has.
And he calls a timeout. We'll take one with him. We'll step aside with 4:15 left to go in the game. Stars 103, Blue Raiders 97. Back after this.
Wow.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Lindsey Wilson's making a little push with 4 minutes left to go in the game, and Coach Mike Chumler decided he has seen enough, and he puts his starters back in.
He does, man. I tell you what, when you're down, they've been down as much as 19 points.
And you let them come back.
Yeah, you come back and you tell your coach, hey, look, let's work this thing in pieces. It's 4:07 left, and it's 103.97. That's plenty of time left.
Lots of time.
And this is when we're doing conditioning. This is when we talked about there's going to come a time in the game where someone is going to have to settle down and make a play and bring this thing home.
Play basketball.
That's it.
It's okay to get up and down the floor, but like you said, right now, they're going to have to play basketball.
And that is to keep control of the ball.
Right.
No sloppy turnovers.
Crash the boards.
That's it.
Reed to inbound the ball, and Lindsey Wilson is picked up in his press, but Lamont Bell will have none of that.
Money.
Deep three, left side, and as it bounces off, and who comes out of there with it? The Stars.
Timeout.
Timeout called on the floor.
Heady by your guy.
Jaquan Jones.
He is smart. You know what? That's what you get. That's what you do. You get tied up. You look at the scoreboard. You know, it's called that. What do they call it? That basketball smarts.
Yeah, basketball mentality.
That's it.
And the Stars take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. And I think what Coach Chumler is trying to tell them now, fellas, we have to settle down, even though we're pressing, but we're going to have to play basketball and finish out this thing and not let them come back any further.
Yeah, here's a quote. Here's a term Coach Haley used to say, be quick, but don't be in a hurry.
Right.
Meaning what? When they're pressing us, we know where we need to be spacing on the floor. You know where we need to be. Make quick moves, but don't be in a hurry. When you get in a hurry, you throw errors, you throw the ball away. You become careless.
Yes.
And you can't have that with 4:02 left.
He won 3 state championship football titles, by the way.
Yeah, he didn't throw the ball much either.
Didn't have to.
He said, how you doing, man? He said, you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Well, he had you in the backfield for 2 years.
And he had Choo-Choo back there for a year.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't forget about Jeff Pope and Randy Grimes either.
Hey. Ran into William Thomas down in Nashville when I went to see my daughter in our Broadway production of Once on This Island. And he reminded me of him and Clay Parker went to Vanderbilt. Me and Choo-Choo went to UK, and that first year they came up and beat us. We didn't have much to say about that.
I heard Vanderbilt last year when they were playing against UK and they were getting blown out.
Yeah.
And the students started chanting, "That's all right, that's okay, you're going to work for us someday."
Yeah.
Jaquan Jones penetrates, goes inside, and he's fouled.
And that's what, you know what? Take the ball to the look
hoop,
at that.
Yes.
Take it strong to the hole.
And he's fouled by Jordan Simpson, and that'll send Jones to the free throw line.
Got to hit your free throws.
Got to make them. Coach Hennis is pacing up and down the sideline for the Blue Raiders. And he's telling his players right now about the follow-through.
Yep, you got to follow through it.
And we're going to have a foul, no basket. No, they're going to say the basket does count now. He waved it off at first. And the foul is going to go against Alex Van Hook on a push-off. I don't know how you have that when the basket goes in, though, Richard. Van Hook has a bewildered look on his face. So do we.
Yeah, and that smile over there Coach Chumley has, I don't know what that is.
It's that sheepish grin.
Yes, that's what that is.
Cundiff gets the first free throw. Van Hook kind of looked at the official and said, what did I do?
13 points on the night for him.
But then Aaron Reed looks at him and says, be quiet. Second free throw, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Jaquan Jones. He got away with the carry.
Yeah, and the press forces you to play up tempo.
They had Van Hook wide open at 3 points.
Look at that.
But back to the basket on the drive. Are you kidding me?
You don't make that play.
Jones.
You don't make that play unless you got ups, and his feet were about hip level.
Well, he has a 43-inch vertical leap for one.
That helps.
Yes, it does. I saw him jam one in practice one day, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, we got some leapers on this team, man.
He'll get a chance to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. Trey Cantrell checks back into the ball game for Lindsey Wilson as Hunter Cundiff comes out of the game. He fouls out.
Yep, he's done. 13 points on the night.
And the free throw by Jones is good. He has 23 points.
I think Lindsey Wilson feels if they could have done anything in the first half consistently. Great defense. Look, they still haven't got the ball past half court yet. Great hustle, great moving your feet.
And Aaron Reed and Jaquan Jones each have 23 points.
Yeah, you look. This is their third try to get the ball in the front court.
And he traveled and got away with it. A three-pointer. And
he hurt
that ankle again. Ethan Jones gets the three-pointer. I think he came down on one of the players' foot.
Yeah, that's 15 points on the night for him.
And the big man, Keon Stone, checks back in the ballgame.
It was his ankle before, now it's his knee.
Yeah, it's his
that
knee.
kid's he's gonna be bruised up in the morning.
I was hoping we'd get a look at it on the replay. Lindsey Wilson gone to their full-court pressure now.
Nice.
And they've cut that lead to 6-8.
Nice crossover. And that's what caused the ball wasn't. Look at that, bam, right there. I love it. The ball wasn't his left hand, and then he crossed it over. Guy got nothing but skin.
Trey Cantrell picks up the foul. That will send Jaquan Jones to the free throw line, and he picks up point number 24.
Yeah, that's who you want. That's not the guy you want to foul if you're Lindsey Wilson.
No. And he'll get the second, and it's good.
Boy, soft, nice touch.
Nothing but net. Stars back into that press. And it's knocked out of bounds.
Nice hustle.
By Anthony.
Nice
Darge.
hustle.
Really nice hustle by
Nice
Darge.
hustle.
The Blue Raiders will have it in by their bench. 3:17 left to go in the game. Ethan Jones directing traffic. Jones looking inside. Drives to the basket, kicks it back out to Gentry, and he traveled. He did. Step
That's a big old long slow step he got.
And you can see on the replay, he took 2 steps. And
Yeah, he did. He did.
You got Anthony Darge bringing it up the floor.
Money.
Are you kidding me? Alex
Money. Yeah, you dropping threes with 2:42 left. That's a good sign.
14 points for him now. Keon Stone looking inside, throws it away.
Too much dribbling.
And he had no business inside to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know who he's mean mugging, but he should have passed that ball.
Probably should have mean mugged himself.
That's right. Oh, they're going to leave him open again? Money.
He'll do it every time. Van Hook will do it every time. He has 17 points, Abe.
Yeah. Move your feet, guys.
And just like that, they're back up by 14 points. Rebound.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Brought out there by Reed.
Look, he's got all. He's come off the bench. He's killing him.
Van Hook. 1:47 left to go in the game. Double team. And it's going to be a foul called against Lamont Bell. And he helps Jones off the floor. That's a sign of good sportsmanship.
And I like what the referees did right there. He was in the position to call it, but this guy had the better purview.
And he let him have the call.
There you go. Yep.
As you can see on the other end, Van Hook with the layup on the feed from Anthony Darge. Ethan Jones gets his first free throw and it falls. Seth Fenwick checks back into the game for Lindsey Wilson.
That's 16 points for Jones.
Jacob Mikowski, the other twin, checks into the ball game for the Stars. He's the brother of Jed Mikowski.
I'm glad they cut their hair. One of them, so I can tell them. Well, they got different numbers on. That's okay.
Ethan Jones knocks down the second free throw. Mason Wells checks back into the ballgame for Lindsey Wilson. Shot up, no good.
Look at that.
Tipped in, are you serious? By Aaron Reed.
Hustle, go to the.
Aaron Reed picks up the foul, and he kind of has a few words to say, and
he forced the guy to the paint.
Well, Anthony Darge walks over and says, okay, let it go. That sends Ethan Jones to the free throw line. He gets the first one.
You know, you sit here and you look at the score, 119-104, and you think, well, Stars haven't played much defense. That's not the case at all.
Hasn't been the case at all tonight.
Yeah. So you got to come out here and understand the sense of the madness.
Yes.
Right?
Jones' second free throw is good. He fouls Jaquan Jones and walks over and picks him up off the floor.
Nice sportsmanship.
That is good sportsmanship. As the Stars walk to the other end, Jaquan Jones will go to the free throw line. Abe, looks like we're going to have dual players for the MVP tonight for the Tech Stars. And the first thing Jaquan Jones does wrong tonight, he misses a free throw. That's the only thing he's done wrong. Gets the second one. He knocks it down. Jones, deep three,
Money.
good. Ball is knocked out of bounds. by Aaron Reed. The Blue Raiders will maintain possession. Mason Gentry checks back into the ball game along with Brandon Crawford and Devon York for the Blue Raiders. Ethan Jones will inbound the ball under his own basket.
He's looking over the defense, and outside his mouth he's telling the referee, man, they pushing me, man. They've been pushing me all night.
Well, they've done their share of pushing too.
That's true.
Jones three-pointer, no good. Rebound.
We got numbers.
And there's going to be a foul call.
And guess who's going back to the line?
Quan Jones. Who else?
Look at this.
Good trail on that time by Jacob Mikowski.
Yeah. Hustle plays, man.
Quan Jones gets up with a little limp, Abe.
If you sprint to the ball, good things usually happen.
First free throw is good. He has 28 points.
Goodness gracious. He's had a solid game.
Check that, now 29 points. Under a minute left to go. 122-108 is our score. Stars on top of Lindsey Wilson. Cross-court pass. Almost picked off by Lamont Bell. Spin move inside.
Whoa. Nice little move.
With 37 seconds left. Foul's going to go against Trey Cantrell of the Blue Raiders.
That was 11 points for York. Jones has 20 for the Lindsey Wilson.
And Jaquan Jones has 29 for the Stars. He has been unconscious tonight. That'll send Aaron Reed to the free throw line. He has 23 points and misses the first free throw. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard it.
The fans from the stands.
Yeah,
and the Lindsey Wilson players are kind of
Yeah, they drove all this way, man. And they got fight. I can see why they've won three games. See ya.
Aaron Reed has 24 points in the game. 36 seconds left to go in the ball game. And we're going to have a foul called, a good hustle foul called against Jaquan Jones.
Yeah, coach is telling him, son, just calm
hold
down.
Up. Yeah, we got this.
Coach, you better take me out. I only got one gear. We got one gear,
and
Coach.
It's full throttle.
Yeah, I don't want you yelling at me.
I've been playing this way the whole game.
That's it.
Ethan Jones at the free throw line for the Blue Raiders. The first one's up. Rims out. No good.
He's got 20 on the night. Been banged up. He's a tough kid.
He is. Rolled that ankle early in the first half.
And banged up his knee later on. It's 21 for him.
Second free throw is good. And both players on the same team, Aaron Reed and Anthony Darge.
Well, they're arguing like they're down 10.
We have a timeout on the floor with 32 seconds left to go in the game. We'll step aside. We'll be right back.
Thanks. That referee right there. I trained his son.
And we're back. Go ahead, Abe.
I was just talking about one of the referees. I trained his son when he was younger in junior high school.
Three-pointer, no good. Put back by Mason Wells. 122-113 is our score. Stars on top as they break the press. And Jacob Mikowski is fouled on his way to the basket.
I tell you what, man, you're 17 seconds left, your first game of the season. All that sweat, all that work, all of the yelling and cussing and carrying on, man, it pays off when you get that first win.
It makes it all worth it.
It does.
I talked with Coach Chumler before the game. You know, we're going to have a strong team this year, a very strong team.
Well, a lot of that too is the things that don't go on the score sheet. You know, guys doing the right thing on and off the court, holding each other accountable. You know, they're not going to be perfect, but when times get tough, you got to figure, I got your back, brother.
And they've been very impressive in the classroom.
Yes, they have.
Deep three up, no good. Jaquan Jones gets the rebound. Who else should get it?
Yeah, there you go.
As the clock runs out, our final score, the Tech Stars 124, Lindsey Wilson 113. We'll be back with the game stats and the pregame show with Coach Chumler after this break.
124, Lindsey Wilson 113.
Coach Chumler.
Yes, sir.
Stellar win tonight.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
You said we were going to press the whole time, and you had the foot on the gas pedal from the start to the finish.
Hey, and that's what I keep telling my guys. We're built for that, you know, and they've got the heart, and, you know, like, even to the very end, and you got Quan and Lamont flying all over the floor.
They were full throttle.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you got to have. You got to have guys that are bought in, and I really feel this group is bought in, and I think they play for each other. You know, you got Jake in there at the end, and they want to see him score more than anything. And, you know, I think everybody we put on the floor tonight contributed.
What can you say about the play of Jaquan Jones tonight?
Oh, man.
He is unbelievable.
He really is. And, we're talking about a young man who only played 2 years of high school basketball. And I keep comparing him to a guard I had a few years ago, DJ Washington, who was just an exceptional player. And I always said, you know, players look at practice one way, but sometimes they don't have that dog in them when the game starts. So that will be the only question we got to answer. Well, he answered any question we had tonight. You know, he can flat go.
I remember you telling me Monday at practice, he said it's game week. He's
been pumped up. He's been psyched. He had a coach tell him that he would never play college basketball. And they got a little chip on his shoulder. And hey, he's out to prove it every single night. He's worth the price of admission. They're going to be fun to watch.
He was fun to watch.
Yes.
But he was just all over the floor, but he wasn't the only one.
No. Hey, we didn't have anybody that didn't go hard. Even my bigs, the fouls they got, they weren't. Sometimes you pick up a foul being lazy. They weren't. They were trying to block a shot or get a rebound. And I love the play we got out of them. And when we get to full strength, we're going to be pretty good, I think.
We saw you a couple of times when guys made fouls. You patted them on the back, gave them high five because they were hustle fouls.
Hustle foul. And that's what I told them all week. I try to emphasize to them. If you come out of the game, if I pull you out of the game because you weren't hustling, you may not go back in the game.
And we mentioned that.
Yes. If I pull you out of the game because you need a break because you've been going so hard, you're going back in the game. And hey, I can't be more proud right now. They really went hard.
I don't know what else to say about tonight. It was a fun game to watch. It was a fun game to broadcast.
Right.
Abe and I had a ball over here tonight.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. I'm very pleased with how we opened up. Because that's a good basketball team. Like I said, they just beat a team last night that was 6-0, 7-0, whatever. And we can play fast. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to coaching this group.
Thank you so much, Coach.
No,
we'll visit with the players after we come back from this break.
Sounds good.
Congratulations on a good win tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, sir. We'll be right back.
Look beyond today's reality and imagine tomorrow's future. A better life for you starts at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. Whether you're a first-time college student or looking to pick up where you left off, you can chart your own course to success with our small class sizes, dedicated faculty, and flexible course offerings. At West Kentucky, it's all about you. Learn more at westkentucky.kctcs.edu.
Welcome back to the postgame show where the Stars pull off a big win here tonight. And I'm with Jaquan Jones, who had 29 points in the game tonight. I don't know what to ask you, really. You were just all over the place. Talk about your play tonight.
Well, I just try to play team ball, not try to focus on one-on-one. We like to play at a fast pace. So we try to get up and down as fast as we can. We don't try to worry about turnovers. They're going to come in the game. We try to get layups as most as we can. Three-point ball just falls into play, and that's what I was struggling in my shooting at first. In the first half, I had to let the play.
Oh, you were? We didn't notice it.
I had to play the game, let the ball come to me instead of trying to force everything. And I settled down and got to work.
Coach and I mentioned earlier, and I watched you in Monday's practice, and I watched you with your teammates, and you kept yelling at them, this is game week. This is game week. We have to get ready to play. You had your foot on the throttle then, and it looks like it carried over till tonight's game.
Yes, sir. Well, I was told that I would never play college basketball. So I'm here to prove everybody wrong that I'm capable of doing anything.
29 points tonight.
Yes, sir.
Unofficially.
Thank you.
Carry that into the next ball game.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
On a good ball game.
Thank you,
sir. Good to talk to you. A very polite young man. Glad to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Next we have Lamont Bell coming in. He had another stellar game tonight for the Stars. He had 12 points in tonight's game. And Lamont, talk about your play tonight.
Yeah, I had to come out with some energy, contribute with the players, and get this good win tonight.
You played good defense tonight. Talk about that.
Coach talked to me in the office after practice, and he said at that practice that we had the other day, I was moving my feet real good. So he was like, just keep that same energy through the whole season, and we'll end up having a hell of a season this year.
You kind of set the pace on that fast break. Talk to me a little bit about it. We watched your play. You kept the ball in the middle of the floor. You looked for the open man, found him every time.
Yes, sir. Coach put that in us real good to look up the floor instead of dribbling with our face down. You know, you get to the middle, you break everything and spread everything out. And we just look. side to side.
They kind of got a little chippy there at the second half as a couple of the Lindsey Wilson players kind of got loose, and we saw a little pushing, a little shoving, and a little mouthing. What did you all say to each other out there to maintain your temper?
Well, we was on the bench. I was over there on the bench at the time. We was like, "No, they need to chill all that out. We ain't, we ain't with all that." And, we ain't know what happened until we seen him trying to get it loose from his players and everything.
Well, Anthony Darge kind of intervened, and he's 6'7", so.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on a good game
Appreciate
tonight. Thank you for coming over and talking with us, and keep doing what you're doing, and
Yes,
look
sir.
forward to the next game.
Yes, sir.
Next, we have coming in the Alex Van Hook. He also had a great game tonight, and he had 17 points on the night. Alex, talk about your play tonight.
I just came out. My teammates kind of boosted my confidence up. So, they say if you open, shoot it. And I came out 3 for 3 in the half, and I said, I don't know about my confidence right now. And he said, hey, if you're open, shoot it. And I only missed one, then I knocked down the next 2.
You had 5 3-pointers in the game. That talks a little bit about your shooting. We talked about it here as we called the game. The shots that you got, you knocked them down from three-point land.
Yeah, I mean when they're right there, those are just step-in shots, and you had to knock them down. It's crunch time when you knock them down.
You were there defensively tonight. You got some key rebounds. You were in the right place at the right time. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I watch their eyes. I can see it on their eyes on the defensive end when I get my deflections and stuff, and I just look at them because I can see it coming. I just give them a smile.
We saw them tugging a little bit on their trunks, too. They were tired. You all kept the pedal to the metal, and even though they rotated players in, they were tired.
Yeah, shout out to Coach A for giving us that conditioning. We wouldn't have done it like this if it wasn't for that.
You had a stellar game tonight, good game, carried into the next ball game. Keep it on, son. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a good game. We'll be back with the stats after we come back from this short break with Gary McLean. You're watching the West Kentucky Stars post-game show. Back in a minute. Welcome back to the post-game show. I'm with Gary McLean, statistician for the Tech Stars. Mr. McLean, tell us what you have for tonight.
All right, we had us a good one going on here. It got a little close at the end. I was getting a little nervous there, but anyway, it's good. For Lindsey Wilson tonight, they had a score of 113 points. We had Mason Gentry had 6 in the last half, 17 for the game. Hunter Cundiff had 8 second half, 15 for the game. Devin York had 13 for the half and 13 for the game. Ethan Jones, he scored 14 points. He had a high, and he was high man for their team with 23 points. Trey Campbell had 2 points in the second half, 14 for the game. Seth Fenwick had 4 for the second half, 4 for the game. Sam Purdue had 2 with 2 for the game. Isaac Young had 3 for the game. Jordan Simpson scored 1 for the game. Mason Wells had 6 for a total of 11 for the game. Kylan Stone had 9 for the game. And then Baylor Barr had 1 for the second half, 1 in the game. So that's 113 points, and we had all kinds of fouls during that second half.
Didn't we
I think it ended up, I think they got 17 for a total of 29 fouls for the game. And so for West Kentucky, we had Trey Wilson. He had 2 for the second half, 6 for the game. Alex Van Hook shooting on up in the 20s. He had 12 for second half, 21 for the game. We had Quan Jones had 22 for the second half, 29 high man for the game. 7 points for Joey Craig, second half, 14 for the game. 2 for Jacob Miskowski, he came in there close to the end. He got a couple of free throws with 2 points. His brother Jed had 2 points in the second half for a total of 4. Anthony Darge had 6 points, 6 for the game. Lamont Bell had 3, 11 for the game. Hayden Lee had 2, he had 4 for the game. Aaron Reed had 10 during the second half, 25 for the game. And Hunter Campbell didn't score the last half, and he had 2 points for the game, 124 points also, and they had 18 fouls during that second half, 29 fouls also for the game.
Wow, what a ball game.
It's a big game.
What a ball
big game. Especially to be a first game of the year.
Yes.
And, of course, always first game, a little jitters, I'm sure, and some things to work on and everything.
We even had some jitters over here.
I think everybody had some jitters because we got new folks doing the books and the scoreboard. Well, not books, but I figured up today that I've started my 10th and I've been doing this 10 and a half years.
Well, you did a wonderful job.
Well, I don't know. I just got all the blanks filled in. Let's put it that way.
Thank you, Mr. McClay, for the stats. We'll be back to wrap it up with the post-game show right after this break. You're watching West Kentucky Stars from the gymnasium, from the campus of West Kentucky. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the post-game show. I'm Anthony Ridgway, along with Richard Abraham. Abe, what a ball game we had tonight.
Yeah, I think that's I was talking to some of the parents over there about the game and everything that led up to the game, the conditioning back in the summer and all the cramps and Charlie horses and guys throwing up and doing all of that things that you have to get that together to be in the type of shape that it's going to take to run Coach Chumler's offense. You're running that offense, you're up and down the court, you're pressing all the time. So I think they're in pretty good shape.
I mentioned to one of the players, young men, about Lindsey Wilson pulling on their trunks. They were gassed, Abe. They were out of gas.
Yeah, and that's a universal sign. When you see a guy pulling on his trunks down there, that lets you know that he's spent. And we used to talk about that in the middle. I would blow the whistle in the middle of a workout. It's 98 degrees with heat humidity around here at 110. I said, guys, that's when you know that guy's in trouble because you got another gear. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened tonight. They pressed. The first half, I think, really done them in. They cut it to under 10, but they couldn't get any closer than that, and then we just went to the free throw line and knocked them down.
What about the play of Jaquan Jones tonight? 29 points.
And you know what? He's kind of a quiet guy, like you said during the telecast. He lets his ball play speaks for itself. But, man, he gets up so high on his jump shot, and he goes to the hole, relentless goes to the hole. So I expect that from him, and that's one of those guys where you look at, you know what? If he's not scoring points, he's playing defense. If he's not playing defense, he's doing something other than, it's not about scoring. Tonight, we needed the 29. But next week we play, he may lead the team and steal with 10. He has that type of skill set.
That's going to do it from West Kentucky tonight. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday, the 29th, as we take on Crowley's Ridge College. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. For our producer, Dan Shepard, our floor director, Tom Butler, Richard Abraham, color analyst, I'm Anthony Ridgway saying good night from West Kentucky Stars Gymnasium. We'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody.